Howdy, band members. So we got some exciting news. So 2 years ago, I brought to council, we were invited to be on this class action for a language program. And we brought it to council approved, so I signed off on it. And just last week, we were approved the settlement, their court settlement. We have been approved for $200,000 for language, culture, traditions, and wellness. And that's not all we have. We have more good news, to way to keep our language alive. So here's Tamara.
Hadi Lheidli today. We received very exciting news. Back in October of last year, we started in preparation to apply for language revitalization funding that would help us create a plan to bring alive our language within Lheidli Tene. And that was through the First Peoples Cultural Council. And Janice Baker has done a lot of work in that application with myself and our previous elders coordinator. And we received the good news that we are approved for $100,000 to go towards language revitalization. And we are also able to get a top-up to $270,000, which I will pass to Janice to speak more about that.
Thank you. I just want to thank all the Lheidli members that have participated over the last several months on monthly language team meetings, and now the exciting work starts. They were instrumental in submitting the application. So along with the news of the funding came news that Lheidli is pre-approved for a top-up to $270,000. The most important part of that is it will support communities to develop the next generation of language champion and workers. So it'll create up to 5 placements to hire up to 5 youth interns to support current language work and projects. It'll provide $30,000 per part-time placement intern, up to 5 people. So thank you.
So this is exciting. So which one of the president or vice president?
I've got to say, I'm truly excited, and I know all the hard work that's gone into this. Volunteer hours that has gone into this have been totally immense. Expertise at digging, finding, getting this funding together, and giving so selflessly of herself. And it's going to fill gaps where we were wondering, like, we had a vision, how are we going to get from here to there with very little? And this is going to get us from here to there. It's going to do it a big part of our healing, our language.
So I'm thinking with all the funding we have now, we did our strategic plan with the Elders Society last fall, and language revitalization came out as the #1 thing Lheidli members wanted. And with this money, we will be able to get that moving a lot faster and in such a positive way. And I think language is the key, because with language, we will be able to start pulling everything else back. Because when we have language, we can start building on our culture and our traditions and our history and bring everything back so we can be a full and strong people again. And I'd like to thank Chief and Council for supporting the Elder Society and helping us get to this point. Without their support up until this point, we wouldn't have had the time and money to be looking to get more money to make sure this is all funded. So, thank you.
And I want to thank council for approving us to get onto this class action. So between their 100,000 and then their top up of 270, and plus the 200,000 from the class action, they're at like 500 and It's $570,000 to revitalize our language. This is going to go a long ways. And I got chills. I'm sorry, I got chills. This is so exciting this is going to do so much for our community, and for our youth. And the elders, and Jan, thank you for all your volunteer work, and Tamara when I first got elected, it was Tamara. I gentle nudges, and she gentle nudges, and she got the Elder Society together. So it's good news for Lheidli. As of today, we're moving forward with our language program.